Edinburgh, home to some of the best restaurants and representations of Scottish cuisine the country has to offer. However, there is an underlying problem that is facing the nation's hospitality industry. On a brief stroll through the city, it is evident that there is a growing staffing crisis in the midst. Our story starts off in Leith. It is fast becoming one of the city's most popular dining spots. We've been invited to one of the area's best venues to cook some classic Scottish dishes and get an insight into catering within the city.
So my name's Cammy and I am the head chef of the granary here at Leith. Wine. Nice hot flame, nice and boiling. Add them in. Always had a love for food, been particularly lucky with my travels. I sort of grew up cooking with my mum, my gran. She was a great baker, which is how I kind of started my career off in pastry. So this is the chicken Balmoral, and all we're going to do is pan sear it and then finish it off in the oven. So just make sure the frying pan's nice and hot and place that in. Exploring the world and tasting different cuisines, so that's definitely all had its inspiration. So now the mussels have started to open, just a little bit of double cream. My role is to command the brigade of chefs that we have. So you can see there, the chicken's starting to get a little bit of colour there. So we'll let that cook off a little more, and then we'll finish it off in the oven. I go out, do a lot of menu development so that it fits the restaurant, the clientele that we have, and just sort of making sure that standards are delivered. Okay, just a little bit of fresh parsley. I think it's important for anybody to just sort of try and keep it local. So a little bit of turnip, and the same with the mashed potato. Support local industries, support smaller companies, local producers, things like that. By now the mussels should be nicely done. Nothing goes better with mussels than nice crusty bread. And also it's better for the environment as well. Obviously reducing carbon footprints, that's a big issue at the moment. So keeping it local, keeping it seasonal, kind of helps everybody in the long run. And obviously just check that your mussels are nicely opened. And just top it up with this lovely sauce. Start off with, we have Shetland mussels done in white wine, cream and garlic, and finish with a little bit of parsley and shallot. So back to the Balmoral, chicken's cooking nicely away. This is just gently reheating. Chicken Balmoral, which is chicken breast stuffed with haggis, wrapped in bacon, pan fried, served on a bed of neeps, which is crushed turnip, creamy mash, green beans and a whiskey sauce. So while they're reheating and the chicken is cooking, we will get whiskey sauce on the go. The chicken Balmoral is my favourite. It's just a really good representation of Scottish fare. A little bit of beef stock, a little bit of double cream. Just mix all that together. It sort of makes good use of local produce, everything from the potatoes, which come from Perthshire, the same with the turnip. The haggis comes from Arran, and it's just a really simple dish that just happens to be super tasty. And then finally we have Cranachan. Porridge oats, just let those toast away, turning it occasionally. This is where you're going to see me whisking for ages. Which is double cream, toasted oats, honey, whiskey and raspberries. Try not to send it flying everywhere. So you can see they're starting to darken ever so slightly. As an industry, we're very aware that the ways of old can't continue to exist. Can add in the rest of the whiskey, spoonful of honey. There was this belief in this philosophy that you had to work 7 days a week, that you had to work 20 hours a day, that you lived and breathed in your kitchen. And it is changing. It's slow to change, but we are getting there as an industry. Handful of fresh raspberries. And I think the more that people realise that and understand that we are becoming a bit more regular, 9 to 5s, things like that, that it should encourage people. It's obviously a great source of being able to be creative. Okay. And there we have it. Scottish mussels in a white wine, garlic and cream sauce, chicken Balmoral and traditional raspberry Cranachan. It lets you travel the world, it lets you experience all sorts of things. So it's a very good industry to be in, but it definitely is a difficult one at the moment.
And it's not just Cami that feels this way about the industry. Kitchens see a massive amount of staff turnover compared to other work environments. We decided to do some digging and gain some other chefs' perspectives of the situation.
My name's Liam, I'm the head chef at the Golf Tavern in Edinburgh. To be honest, I wasn't planning to be a chef at first, like it was something I just fell into. Like 5 or 6 years ago, I'd always done a bit of cooking, so I always knew how to cook, but it was never something that I'd really seen myself doing, but it was something that I fell into and I enjoyed it and found out I was good at it, so I just ended up carrying on. It's quite high pressure, quite a lot of hours to do. Some kitchens can run on 1 or 2 chefs, but in a place, especially like in this sort of building where the business volume's quite high, it's not really always manageable. And at the same time, people not wanting to work in kitchens that are understaffed where the workload's too heavy. I mean, there should be like a good life to work balance, and like try to build the team here to sort of have good rotation on shifts so that when you're at work, you're not working, like from morning till night every day, so that you've got a bit of free time in between. And sort of that way you're getting better work out your guys at the same time, because people are coming in better moods, more energy and stuff like that, here for less time, so a bit more passionate about getting the stuff done.
My name's Chris McDermott, I'm the head chef here at the Bonham Hotel in Edinburgh. When I was at school, I had two choices. I decided on 2 careers. I was going to be a chef or a joiner. I'd done work experience in a hotel while I was at school 1 day a week. In 4th year and 5th year, I'd done 2 days a week. And yeah, just it made me passionate about food, and that was it. And then left school, went to college. Kitchens are very pressure filled at the best of times. When you are short of staff, you've got people doing the job of 2 people, which makes it even more pressurised and more difficult, especially with demands that consumers have nowadays. From when I started to now, the food knowledge and choice of ingredients that are out there, not just in restaurants but in supermarkets as well, makes it even more pressured and difficult to deliver. It's a constant struggle. Walking out, yeah, people do it. They don't like the pressure, they don't like the environment they're working in, so rather than work a notice, they walk. We've experienced it here this week. We've experienced it here 2 weeks ago. Somebody did actually put their notice in to resign, and then didn't work the notice, just walked out. And then the difficulty we've got, it's a moot point at the moment. So I advertise jobs, give people interviews. Yesterday I had 5 interviews lined up, 1 showed up. Today I've got 10 interviews lined up, and we're looking at probably about 20% showing up. So people will phone up, or they'll email, or they'll contact you through Messenger or social media. You'll take the time out to fill your diary up, and then you kind of go, you know in your heart of hearts that only 20% of them are going to show up. I think a lot of it is down to the preconceived idea that we work long hours, that it's unsociable. Yeah, we have to work Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays, but not every week. You know, my guys here are working no more than 37.5 hours a week. When they do work more than 37.5 hours, they get paid for it. They get 3 days off every week. So we're doing our best here, and there's other restaurants and hotels around Edinburgh that are also doing it. You know, Prestonfield, for example, they've been doing it for forever. You know, for over 10 years, the guys have been working 4-day weeks, or they're doing 3 on, 3 off. So we are trying to make it more, you know, getting a better work-life balance for people that are coming into the industry. But it's just a preconceived idea that we get poor pay, poor hours. Yeah, you know, same when you start any career, you're not going to be earning thousands and thousands of pounds. But as you progress, the rewards are there, most definitely. If you work hard in any profession, not just hospitality, the rewards are definitely there. The benefits we've got, I think, are better than most industries also. So it's a difficult time with obviously more and more places opening up. You know, we've got a very small pool of professionals, of chefs, and then with more people opening up, restaurants, bars, and it's all the bigger companies as well, that's just making that pool even thinner. So it's really tough to get good quality people, not just in the kitchen, in hospitality in general.